Welcome everybody, this is Tractorchute. Welcome to my second broadcast of my illustrious Starcraft 2 career. Up in the top left hand corner we have the red Zerg as Hjrodgar. That is unpronounceable, but we are going to call him H-Rod. H-Rod's in the upper left corner. We have Eurotimez in the bottom right hand corner as the blue Protoss. I can tell you right now, this is a bronze versus unranked game. The bronze player is Eurotime. The unranked player is H-Rod. Sorry, I almost forgot his name there. We have no scouting coming out of the Zerg player. And possible scouting. He's thinking about it. He's like, you know what? I think I'm going to be the champ. I'm going to go scout this Zerg player. Here he goes. Let's follow this drone here. The drone is slowly moving across the map. He is going to go right up into the Zerg base. More than likely, he is going to see nothing but a spawning pool. But more than likely wants to see whether or not he is going to get rushed or not. He does get up here. He does see the spawning pool up and at him there. The spawning pool is almost halfway complete. He shuffles around there. And he sets up a pylon in the base. Not too sure what we're seeing. You do not cannon rush Zergs, but we will see what he's going to do with that cannon. Could possibly be an annoyance cannon, as we call them here in the bronze level play. He is staring at it. He's thinking about something. We go back to, yes, he does have a forge up. We will see a cannon. We can't really call it a cannon rush, as he can't really get too close to the mineral line, but we will call it the cannon annoyance. The Zerg player does see it. Apparently he doesn't want to do anything about it. The Overlord is going to sit there, have a good conversation with the probe, say, hey, what's going on? Maybe stop making those cannons. It's going to be fairly annoying. Probe says, I don't give a crap. I am buggering off. See you later. Probe has left the base here. I'm assuming we will see some dogs out pretty quick. Yes, we do. The dogs are coming in here. Two dogs. Two dogs will not kill the pylon or the cannon, but they will sure as heck try their hardest. We also have an Overlord coming out, and the cannon is up. The cannon might be a bit of an annoyance for a little bit here. Back in the Protoss base, he still has the forge up. He is getting the second pylon up right now, and he is going to put some cannons in the mineral line. Not entirely sure what the purpose of that is, but maybe he is fending off muta harasses. He has elected to put them in front of the gas. Not the smartest of moves, as that may delay a little bit of gas mining, but hey, who am I to judge a bronze player? You're bronze, you got your own way of doing things. You like green, you like yellow. You know what I say? All right, he has lots of dogs out now. In fact, we have a total count of 8 dogs on the field. 1 queen on the field. If he sent them in with the queen, may be able to take down the pylon, but probably not the best of ideas. Excuse me there, as I did have to sneeze from all this bullcrap that's coming out of the pro player right now. This is getting ridiculous. I can't believe he's treating the Zerg player like this. He could have almost sat there and built 6 more cannons right around the end, and that Zerg player would have been dead. This Zerg player does not look like the brightest of players, but he is managing to spit out a lot more dogs. And this could be the time he decides to wear... Oh, here we go. It is an attack. The cannons are taking him out. 1, 2, 3. Look at the dogs go down. These Zergans are going at it. They're really hoping they can take this down. This is going to be close, folks. We might lose some dogs here. We are going to lose almost every dog. We are down to 5 dogs, 4 and 3 and 2. 2 dogs have survived, and he has got that done. Fairly cost efficient, I guess. He now has some roaches coming out. We will see a little bit of roach play. He does have the scout over here, making sure nothing happens over here in case someone sneaks into that gully. Back up here, turns into a mutant, and comes and kills him. He is scouting that area. Very well done. Back at the Protoss base, he is really getting the macro going. What does he have here? He has 2 gateways, has a cyber core finally. Cyber core at the 6-minute mark. The best timing I've ever seen. So he has 3 gateways, 1 cyber core, hitting the 4th gateway. Has a forge still without the upgrades, but that's quite fine. Who needs upgrades? You're a freaking superstar. All right, we do have the second hatchery, which has been down here for a little while for H-Rod here. He does have the roach warren. Other than that, not much. Not mining out the second gas, so we won't see some early layer technology, I would not imagine, out of H-Rod. Over here, we do have pretty standard. We are getting an upgrade. Look at this. Protoss has decided he is not that freaking good, and he needs some upgrades. Getting a couple zealots out. They will sit and watch the front door. And this probe is a little bit bored, possibly going to expand, or he might just be going for a trip. All right, this guy is very bored right now. He is making a trip across the map. This overlord over here scouting out. Going to head down the right-hand side, make sure there is no expansions. This drone has decided, you know what? This is possibly the best spot I have to set up expansion. I can only imagine that's what he's doing, or he is scouting for expansion, but maybe he got tired. I'm not too sure. It is break time for that probe. We'll go back and see what's going on with our Zerg player. Zerg has decided that layer tech is the key to victory and is setting up a layer as well as an Evo chamber. Going to get some upgrades up here. We do currently have chrono boosting out the gateway technology here. We will get warp gates going in no time. And our Zerg player does start to mass up a bit of an army. He does have 4 roaches, but we finally have the mothership core out at the other end. Our Protoss player is playing very well right now. Seems to be outdoing the Zerg player more than likely in the end here. Zerg does not seem overly smart to me, but hey, he's not doing an overly bad job either. He is finally getting up a little bit of a drone count on this base here. Has set up the gas, which he will need depending what he chooses to go with. Like I said before, more than likely we will see some mutas, as that is the Bronze League favorite. But he is unranked, so who knows? He could be pro for all we know, and just having an off day. Apparently we have destroyed the cannon that was guarding the gas. Probably a fairly smart decision, and destroyed the other one as well. Very good done by the Protoss player. And there's the scout making sure he is seeing no expo. Maybe that is the key. Hidden expo. Brilliant by the Protoss player. Zerg is thinking that Protoss is on one base. Probably feeling pretty confident right now. We do currently have another drone heading way over here. This drone is heading here for the single drone transfer. Actually, I believe that drone was mining as the Nexus was building, so we will forgive him. Up here, we are getting some Hydras. Hydras has been the key here, apparently. We're going to go with the Hydra Roach build here. Fairly smart build, I guess. Not bad. Counters almost everything. Not the strongest of units by no means, but if he masses the Roaches up enough and our Protoss does not go error, he might look pretty good with this compilation. Down here in the expansion of the Protoss, currently not much defending it, not much of an army on the field. Has 2 cannons on the field. Nothing overly exciting, though. We now have a Protoss observer on the field. We do have the double robo facility going on here. We will see what he chooses to build out of there. So far it is an immortal. More than likely he is going to go with some Colossi, as that tends to be the way to go against a Zerg player. You'll have to excuse me again. I am getting a bit of a tickle in the back of my throat. And yes, he does have the robo support facility, leading me to believe we will see some thermal lance and start seeing some Colossi on the field. The Zerg player is starting to get fairly good map coverage here. He is seeing everything he needs to see. He will scout this expansion fairly quick here. And I'm assuming with the army that's in front of it, we will see him move down to attack it more than likely. And we do have a warp prism out here. This week we could finally see some gameplay in this game, aside from the early cannons. We could see some gameplay. This warp prism more than likely going to drop in the back of the expansion coming up here. He is slowly coming into the base of the Zerg. He does see some creep spread. The creep spread can see the warp prism. Not the smartest of routes to take, but we will see. There they have scouted it. Go, go. The warp prism is slowly going down. It is into the green, into the yellow, into the orange. Oh, and it goes down. Poor warp prism. Not the best of engagements there for that warp prism, but that is quite fine. We are warping in some more stalkers over here. Now Eurotimez has seen the compilation of our Zerg player. How is he going to counter this? We do have them moving in. Are more than likely going to take out the expansion here, as there still is nothing over here to defend. He is coming in slowly, has taken the vision thing there, the XL Nagar tower there, the Naga tower, has taken that over so he can see everything on the map. He is moving in. What an engagement. 2 stalkers, 2 cannons. This is going to be tense. The cannon has gone down. He has 1 cannon, 2 stalkers left on the field. They go down very, very quickly here. And that's exactly what they do. You know what they say. Cannon goes down, roach goes up, pylon on the field, and the drones want to party. You know what's going on. We see all the drone count heading across the map, back into the home base, and going to re-expand at the natural. Possibly what he should have done right away. It is time. Protoss has decided this is the time to attack, or not. This is the time to sit down and guard the natural And the Zerg hovers back to his base, scared and terrified of what could happen next. We do have a third finally going up for the Zerg player. He is slowly getting his layer technology here. It is slowly coming up here. Sorry, into hive technology, my mistake. And the Zerg has decided it is time to finally move out. He feels he has a very good army. He is at 112 food, 114 now. He is moving across the right-hand side of the map, more than likely making sure there's no expansions on this side either after witnessing the first hidden expansion. He is now going to stand there. This is the rally point. He has decided to take. The Protoss is shaking in their boots, knowing these Zergs are going to come soon, I assume. And here they come. The engagement should go good. We do have some Hydras going down. Hydras do not like Colossi. And that is all we are going to see. Sees the engagement, decides that's retarded. He has decided to send his units back to his base, thinking that was not the smartest of engagements. We now have the natural nexus finally being put on the map. We do have 2,055 minerals. A lot of minerals being carried by the Zerg player. He really needs to start getting his larva count up higher so he can start spending that. He does have 15 larvae on the field. Would be a good idea possibly to make units with that. Just a tip, not exactly what you have to do, but just a tip. He has finally built 10 units out of them. We are slowly seeing the Protoss army move across. And in all honesty, with that compilation of Hydras and Roaches and the 4 Colossi mixed with Stalkers and 1 Immortal will not be a good engagement for the Zerg player. Here we go. The Colossi once again melting. We will see that spine crawler pokey thing go down fairly quick. And yes, that does go down. And here we go. We get the engagement going on here. Yes, as we said, Protoss has moved right into his face here. And the Colossi are melting everything. Wow. This is not going good at all. What does he have? He has 1-1 for upgrades. Really needs to get that up there. Only 1-2. And it is 1 shield to boot. Not even ground armor. And here we go. He is going to melt the natural like nothing here. Not going good for our Zerg player, Hjrodgar. He is going to lose a lot of drones here. We'll use everything at the natural. We do have a lot of overlords all just enjoying the view. And we are going to see 3 Hydras. Hero Hydras. Hero Hydras have approached. They are going to take down the Colossi from behind. The Colossi just scratching his back saying, what the heck is that? That was a little bit pathetic. And those 3 Hydras have been expendable. We are now going to move up here. I have to imagine we are going to see some mutas here. Mutas would be the answer to these Colossi. These Colossi have melted another queen. We'll now take the drone count back down here. And we do see a few Zerglings. There are the mutas we were waiting for. Mutas would be the idea to go with this point in time. He really does need to get the gas going, though, as he is not going to be able to build a heck of a lot without that gas getting up there and count. And they are slowly melting away. Will not have enough time to take out this hive as it does have 1,000,000 hit points. It will take them a little while. We do have a whole bunch of drones here having a little bit of a work meeting problem, deciding, you know what, this is pretty easy. We had a big job. We've done it. Damn it, they're putting us back to work. Oh, they are some pissed off probes right now. They were having themselves a party there. And we are slowly building up an army on both sides. As we see, we are back to 76-27 with the Protoss player Eurotimez having quite a bit of a lead. We are going to get some harass coming out here. We do have, how many is that? That is 7 mutalisks coming across the map here. They're going to park themselves right in behind the natural. I'll have to imagine we're going to see some harassment on these drones. Or these probes, I guess, would make way more sense because there are no drones on this end of the map. And he is getting a little bit of a kill go here. Let's take a quick boo here. We do have 45 workers killed for our blue player to 11 killed by the red player. Not very good numbers for the red Zerg player. And we are going to warp in more than likely some more stalkers. We do have 2 Colossi, more than likely enough to clean up the Zerg player as he has decided it is time to move out. These guys are like, screw you guys, I'm going this way. Stalker's like, whatever, we're going this way. And they finally say, you know what, let's be friends, let's work together. The mutas are flying around, going to go back into the base of the Protoss. He really does need to get the drone count down in order to come back in this game, so this is very smart of the Zerg player. He is knocking down probes. I really think that Protoss does need drones. That way I would be correct every time. Here we go. We're going to melt away some more drones here. We're going to melt away the third of the Zerg player, which wasn't really saturated anyways, nor was it getting any gas, so it wasn't doing a whole heck of a lot. He is moving across with these 4 Zerglings, so look out back at home, Mr. Protoss. You are in big trouble. All right, we are getting these Stalkers moving around. The Colossi are up here, and they're going to retake over this natural again and destroy it one more time, more than likely. We will probably see a GG coming up pretty quick, as all we have remaining is 7 Mutas and 4 Dogs. Even the Protoss player is probably thinking, this is getting sad. Hurry up and quit so I can whoop your butt. All right, we are now moving into the main, which he has 3 Hydralisks at the top of the rack. Those 3 Hydras, 1 left. Oh, I thought for sure that was the Super Hulk Hydra. All right, he has gone down there. We are now done here. GG by Hrod, very polite player. You can email any of your replays to tractorchute@gmail.com. I will have that in the description. Thank you so much for watching. You be good, don't hurt nobody, and have a good day.